Yo, this is DD2 guy. So I just wanted to show you guys how this interesting build, which is simply 2 proton beams using 2 different EVs, earth and poison, with 4 explosive traps. This actually works quite well. I was actually surprised. So the setup is pretty simple. Frosty beams, destruction, attack rate on protons, and earth and poison and rate is the main on the protons. I'll show you guys the build at the end of this wave. You probably want to overcap the rate on the explosive traps. That helps a lot. So I didn't overcap the rate and everything still went well. So you don't have to overcap the rate, but it is helpful. Let me just take out a shot here. So you can actually just overcap the rate, it'll still do really well. These are the mods I'm using. So yeah, that is pretty much it. It still does really well though, which is amazing. So I'm just going to show you guys one wave. I actually think maybe another destruction shot will work better. I've even noticed that the bosses still go down quickly with this build, which is pretty awesome. So that's quite nice. And with that layout of the protons, you're getting really good crowd control, because they're getting slowed nicely and petrified. I think it does give like 2 petrifying cycles. So yeah, if you just use a single layer, you are going to lose out on sound that's low and extra crowd control. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Ooh, we did end up with a lead. That's interesting. Let's actually just do another experiment. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to put my mass disruption instead of my actually use my destruction instead of my attack rate. I guess this guy is quite strong. Yeah, but the range doesn't actually suffer that much. So I guess it's not as solid, but it's still pretty good. Let's do a quick experiment just to evaluate which one actually works better. So I'm removing my rate and dumping my destruction back, so it's no longer overcapped, but it does have a bit of extra power in terms of DPS. Remember, I'm not doing any upgrades right now. If I did upgrades, then the power would go up even more and make these waves a lot easier. So just keep that in mind. Upgrades would still help a lot. So I haven't put any upgrades into any of my stuff. But yeah, it seems to be going okay. My attack rate isn't overcapped at all, so it is going smooth. It's pretty cool. I only had 1 leak when I used defense rate. One lady, Berserker made it through. Otherwise seems good. Ooh, we also had another leak, so both builds seem to be having some problem. Ooh, this one seems a bit weaker. Yes, it is no doubt weaker. That was interesting. It's good to know. But it actually took down the boss. So this actually is a bit confusing. So it did more damage to the boss, but it failed to do extra crowd control. Maybe some of the lanes got extra debuffed. This does become a bit of a tricky one. But yeah, I would recommend using the rate shard, so your attack rate doesn't get debuffed. So this build here, this is a safer build to follow. Just overcapping the rate. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. Just overcap the rate. It does seem to provide a bit better performance, and if you do upgrade your traps, it's going to be a more solid build. So yeah, that is me. I just wanted to show you guys the kind of build just using protons and explosive traps. DD2 guy out.